Well, guys, it's a sad day. It's time to say goodbye to an old friend. Let's jump into it and I'll share what I'm talking about. Welcome to this episode of Video Drone by DIY3DTech.com. So you guys might remember like 2 years ago I did a video on the creation of this thing, and this is kind of at the earlier days of, drone filming and everything. Is I came up with a hat cam. I know a lot of other people have hat cams too, so I'm not claiming to be the absolute inventor, but this is my sort of jury-rigged version of it. So in this version, what I did is I took a run cam and I poked a hole, or actually several holes till I got it right, and used a zip strip to hook it to this cap. Now when I did this cap was actually brand new, but you can see it's seen its better days. So I was thinking it's time for a change, because also besides the 1080p of this camera, I wanted to have better audio because the mic in this sucks. So I was having to use another audio solution, in which I've already done a video on that. So one of the things I wanted to turn to a little bit more mainstream solution. So I picked this guy up, this Smart Tree baseball hat for GoPro. Now, this isn't the only piece of the solution. This is just the hat piece of the solution. So let me go ahead, get this out of the box, and then let's take a look at everything in a little bit more detail. Okay, so here we are back. So a little bit counterintuitive, because the bracket that pops on here, the wording is upside down, but it does match with the camera mount being at the bottom. Now, one of the pieces, as I was sitting on it, is if somehow I ended up with an extra acorn nut, etc., because there was one on here, but also one here. Now, the idea is you take your typical GoPro accessories and mount the camera on here. Now, one of the things that I decided to do for this is pick up this guy. So what is this guy? This is a 4K action camera with an audio input, or a mic input, external mic input. Let's go ahead, get this out of the box, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here we are, we've got it assembled. So what we've done is we've taken the bracket. Actually, I used the bracket that came with the camera rather than the one that came with the hat, because I liked it a little bit better. Although I might change that idea, because this one does seem to be a little bit loose. However, I used a 1/4-20 adapter to adapt it to this, and Bob's your uncle, it just sits right on there. As you can see, the mic comes off this side. Here's the mic input. So I can just run this down my side and clip it to my pocket, and I now have a separate audio input. Comes with 2 batteries. Now, the other thing that I really like about this camera setup is this remote control. So I can actually start and stop the video without touching the hat. So I can keep this in my pocket. It does come with a wristband also. I probably won't use the wristband. I'll probably just keep this in my pocket to start and stop the video without touching the camera. So I'm really looking forward to this upgrade in camera technology, if you will. And so I'm hoping you guys also like it. So again, I want to shoot this in 4K so I have more ability, is that correct English? I don't know, you guys get the idea. To be able to crop video and everything a lot better from my terrestrial shooting. So hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, I'll have the links to this down below in the description. So if you want to pick this stuff up, it was super cheap, so definitely cheap and cheerful kind of stuff. I've used this camera in other applications, so I've been very happy with it, so I know its performance. And hey, let me know what you guys are thinking about for lunch. Me, nothing spectacular today, but hopefully you'll have something a little bit more. Cheers, and see you guys in the next video.